keep this brief. We have a deep cover operative out in Batarian space. Name's Dr. Amanda Kenson. Dr. Kenson recently reported that she found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion.
So why call me?
I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there. She and I go back pretty far, Commander. I won't let her run away in a Batarian torture camp.
In a galaxy scarred by conflict and teetering on the edge of destruction, we receive a dire call from Admiral Stephen Hackett. A brilliant scientist named Dr. Amanda Kenson has vanished, taking with her vital evidence of an imminent Reaper threat. So we're tasked with the undertaking of a perilous mission into the treacherous Bahak system, inhabited by the dirty, degenerate Batarians. There, amid the hostilities of these vengeful monsters, we infiltrate a heavily fortified station, facing countless enemies driven by their seething hatred for humanity, and whatever project Dr. Kenson was working on. After a daring escape, we finally get some answers, but certain details just aren't adding up, and Dr. Kenson may be hiding something. But before we get to that, she reveals yet another chilling truth. The Reapers are poised to descend upon the galaxy. As it turns out, Dr. Kenson was working on a project that threatens to destroy the mass relay located here.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it?
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive.
But the resulting explosion could wipe out this system, which is home to hundreds of thousands of Batarian civilians, which would be bad? So before we make the decision for mass genocide, we should maybe look at the evidence of why we shouldn't? I mean, we don't have to, but since we're on the way, we might as well.
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment.
Landing at the base puts the situation into perspective, and where the stakes immediately spikes.
What's this?
We learn that time is running out. Failure to complete the mission could result in catastrophic consequences. There's an urgent need to learn more about the evidence Kenson possesses before it's too late.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
The tension stems from the limited time available to prevent the Reaper invasion. The literal ticking clock permeates our every action, creating a constant pressure for us and the team. The fate of the entire galaxy hangs in the balance, and the weight of that responsibility adds to the sense of desperation. It underscores the magnitude of the threat posed by the Reapers, and emphasizes the dire need for a successful outcome. The urgency is reflected in the mission's execution. We must navigate through hostile environments, combat formidable adversaries, and overcome numerous obstacles, all within a limited time frame. Therefore, every decision carries consequences, and there's little room for hesitation or complacency. The rapid pace drives the narrative by creating a sense of immediacy, pushing us to act swiftly and make quick judgments in high-pressure situations. Situations like this one.
I give you Object Row.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival.
Alongside our strict timetable, we now add Dr. Kenson's indoctrination onto our already insurmountable path. She and her team have become servants of the Reapers and halted the project to save the relay, allowing the Reaper invasion to begin. Luckily, and despite our capture, we can still restart the program and work to destroy the relay. But as we're doing that, we're forced to contend with Dr. Kenson standing in the way. To stop us, she intends to destroy the asteroid VO reactor meltdown, another divisive equation to our already dwindling factor of time. Due to this reality, we're forced to make some difficult decisions. For some of us. But we do what we must.
Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
I will never see the Reaper's arrival. All you had to do was stay
Warning, collision imminent.
In the wake of this sacrifice, we emerge knowing that the immediate threat of the Reaper invasion has been postponed. But lives were lost, civilizations shattered, and a scar is etched upon the galaxy's collective soul. If you guys are enjoying this video, consider subscribing. It's free and helps to keep the content coming. Check out the Patreon and YouTube membership features if the perks interest you, and all other links can be found in the description. In Arrival, Desperation serves as a secondary theme, and as a necessary component toward revealing the main theme of leadership and the qualities it entails. The urgent race to the objective and desperate measures emphasizes the necessity for proper command, which plays a much larger role than we initially think. There are many aspects to leadership that encompasses a range of qualities that are crucial for guiding and influencing others towards a common goal, despite not having our team around to lead. Qualities that step into the spotlight to reinforce why Shepard was resurrected from the start. As a leader, Shepard must demonstrate courage, to stand by their convictions, even when faced with uncertainty or opposition.
I will do whatever it takes to rid the galaxy of the Reaper threat.
Through this, they inspire others by demonstrating bravery, resilience, and integrity in the most challenging situations.
I'm impressed. You got us here. Are you ready?
We've got the right team and the Collector's own technology. We can do this.
Leaders articulate their goals and objectives, ensuring that their team understands the mission at hand, and the dangers involved, and how the team's individual roles contribute to its success.
We came to stop the Collectors, and that means coming up with a plan to take out this station.
We have to make tough decisions, even when faced with ethical dilemmas and limited information, and choose a course of action that aligns with their values and best interests of those they lead.
Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties.
And lastly, leaders must be receptive to feedback, actively listen to others, and foster an environment of open dialogue.
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Having the ability to understand and empathize with others is crucial, fostering a supportive and inclusive environment.
I will smear the walls with you, bitch!
Enough!
She can't be trusted, Shepard. She's unstable.
Screw you!
Jack's doing just fine. Maybe you should take a look at your own attitude.
So why are we talking about these traits? And why is leadership the theme we're covering, even though it's not the obvious choice for the DLC? It's because all of these qualities are at the center of the narrative. Shepard undertakes this mission solo, demonstrating courage. He communicates his intentions and their purposes to his crew and to Dr. Kenson before he makes any big decisions. At the same time, he's receptive to their feedback, and as we all know by now, he has to make difficult decisions on the fly, adapt to the ever-changing scenarios around him. It's important to not mistake his bravery as overconfidence, because he's careful to not overestimate. It's not an unassuming confidence about him, instead a measured approach of studying and learning, and through adaptability and sheer force of will, he overcomes, or endures.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it! Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access.
These qualities of leadership, among others, are instrumental in guiding and inspiring individuals and teams to achieve shared goals.
Let's hit them where they live.
Commander Shepard exemplifies many of these, ultimately shaping the fate of the galaxy, and in this instance, the fate of 300,000 Batarians residing in the system. Shepard frequently operates as the figurehead to humanity, whose decisions carry repercussions for the rest of our species, alongside the species we interact with.
Mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
I did what had to be done.
So, as players, we must also fulfill the leadership role, which means our personal familiarity with these qualities are also tested.
You need someone who can command loyalty through experience.
Kasumi,
No.
you're in charge of the second T.
We're not trying to break a vault here, Shepard.
They're tested when we have to adapt to combat with the absence of our team, their helpful abilities, and cover fire. The decisions between saving our own skin or warning the Batarians of impending destruction.
Joker, I need a pickup. Now!
And especially by the end, during our debriefing with Admiral Hackett, when we realize that even though we've done the right thing, there's still loss.
I sent you out there to break Amanda Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed.
It's in this moment when I fully realized that the theme of leadership. At first I thought it was about choosing the lesser of two evils, but that theme doesn't hold, because no matter what, be it Reapers or mass relay destruction, this system was doomed regardless. It drives the point home that sometimes things won't go your way. The frequent obstacles of leadership.
I stop a Reaper invasion and they want to put me up on charges?
The ever-shifting goalposts. And in the famous words of Captain Picard in Star Trek, it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life.
Someone has to make the difficult decisions that get people killed. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
The most unfortunate part of this reality is that the Batarians always seem to find themselves on the worst, opposite end of forced human interaction and leadership decisions. The subject of conversations among them and their disdain for our treatment of them. We've had to choose between bad things before, but when bad things keep incidentally hitting the same group, it's reasonable for them to feel targeted. It paves the way to broader discussions into deeper or secondary themes, which is always a positive in my book. And maybe they'll flesh out the Batarians' role in the next installment, and give them the proper treatment or redemption story arc they deserve. Whatever the case, they were able to elicit some sense of empathy for the plight of the Batarians. I've seen some critiques of Arrival that say it's little more than a surface-level solo mission with a false choice, and I could kinda see where that point comes from, but I think the non-obvious themes are the saving grace. The way it forces those certain traits from us, and to assume the commander role. And also as more of a character-building loyalty mission for Shepard, as we fully come to realize the incredible responsibility humanity has placed on him. But regardless of the burdens him and us have chosen to bear, and undesirable outcomes we're forced to face, we've proven that our guidance is pivotal in the desperate race against the Reapers, and our leadership necessary for saving the galaxy and the species within it, rather than be the source of their demise.
You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds.
However insignificant we might be, we will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.